Deebo,
Yeah.
he's not going because contract situation. Are they in good terms? Are they going to figure that out? Because it sounded like Kittle chatted with Deebo last week. They didn't talk business or anything, but they have a great relationship. Kittle complimented him immensely. Sounds like you all think that the Niners are going to get it figured out with him on their time. Is that still how you feel, or what's going to happen with Deebo? And what is Tory Dondy thinking about it all now at this point?
Well, I would say I think they can get it settled. I don't believe it is settled right now. And there's a lot of work that has to be done. Like, this is when a player asks for a trade, basically says he does not want to be there, and it has nothing to do with the contract. Because remember, he basically told them, don't offer me a contract. I'm not going to take it. I want to be traded. There is some work that has to get done. Kyle Shanahan is very charismatic and also very good at making sure football players are good at their jobs, right? He's a great play designer. And he has helped Deebo Samuel become like the dynamic weapon he has been. So I think they could get it worked out, but they are not there yet. And it has more to do with just contract. Like, I think the fact that the 49ers drafted a running back in the mid-rounds, I believe third round if I remember correctly, was actually valuable and important because then he doesn't have to be used as a running back as much as maybe he was last year. That is probably an important part of this, along with other things like contract and whatever else.
He wouldn't mind being a running back if they would just pay him for it as well, right?
I don't think so. I think it's more career longevity. And, running backs, it hurts. You get injured all the time. You have short careers. Like, you see the contracts of running backs, like, it's different. As a receiver, those guys are getting paid like nothing we've ever seen, and you can play into your 30s as a receiver.
Fascinating. So I just assumed that if they would pay him for, top dollar wide receiver with a bonus running back thing on top of that for however many snaps, that he would be cool with it. But I guess he's thinking like 8-10 years into the future, he'd like to continue just be able to do his thing like we're seeing Devontae be able to do and others. All right. Fascinating. Hope it all gets worked out, by the way.
Yeah.
Will he be at mandatory? He would be at minicamp then, or you're thinking...
That one I do not know. You can do a couple different ways. You can do the hold in, you can do the hamstring pull, the back, the migraines, or you can make a bigger statement and say, I'm not going to show up, fine me. And then, usually if you get a contract, they kind of erase the fines, and that is a possibility. If he's there for minicamp, then there's probably a good chance the team will pull him aside and try to talk to him and try to work this out in person. So I think if he's there, this could go a long way to fixing this, but I don't know for sure if he's going to be there.